Carla Mendoza and I'm going to present my essay with the title Increasing Speaking Accuracy Using Real-Life Situation Strategies in Secondary School Students. This proposal has 3 proposed and 3 research questions. The first one is describe how increasing speaking accuracy helped 30 students during the learning process of English language. Then, identify how the use of real-life situation strategies increasing the speaking accuracy in students. And finally, analyze how the external and internal context of the school, Jesus Reyes Aroles, influence students and their learning of the English language process. The chapter 1 is what educational situation do we want to transform? These schools providing educational to adolescents in the community for more than 30 years. The school was founded in September 1980 with the principal Ernesto Davila Jimenez, and currently the principal is the teacher Sergio Villegas Ruiz. About the context of the school, this school is next to the Cuarta Avenida Street. Near of the schools there are a cinema, a park, a pharmacy, stores. For that reason, the context is very traveler by many parents, students, and more. But what happened with this context? What happened with this influence in a good way or not? Well, according to CEDESOL, this area is urban, the population is in an active status, and the level of marginalization is so low. For that reason, the context influence in a good way of the students because now there's not a problem to arrive the schools or another situation. But what happened with inside of the school? Well, the school is so big. There are 7 buildings. The school has a total of 830 students, between 44 and 62 per classroom students. The classroom are big, but the problem is the number of the students, because look like is not enough. There are 2 influence problematic in the learning process, because the first one is the space, because if we want to do some activities in the classroom, it's impossible because the students are students and another student, and is very difficult. And another problem is the noise. The students all the time are talk. The noise is a little complicated. Okay, to determine the thematic of the topic and create a proposal, we applied 5 research instruments: diagnostic test, interviews, checklists, multiple intelligence, and observation script. And the first one, that is diagnostic test, and according to Luchetti and Berlanda, es proceso a través del cual conocemos el estado o situación en que se encuentra algo o alguien con la finalidad de intervenir si es necesario para aproximarlo al ideal. This strategy is divided in 3 categories: willingness to learn, evolutional level, and procedural previous knowledge. And this is the results of the test. And if we check the graphic, we have that the worst group, well, with the worst results, is the third D with the speaking test, And this is the graphic of a speaking test, and the worst results are accuracy, because we have fluency, accuracy, coherence, and pronunciation, but the worst results is in accuracy. For that reason, we want to focus on these speaking skills and the sub-skill accuracy. Okay, the group of study are formed by 49 students, of which 27 are men, and 22 are women. The problematic is that the students don't have the expected level of English language according to National English Program and Basic Education. The most deficient skills is speaking, specifically accuracy, sub-skills. Another one is that they don't like this subject and they consider that it's difficult to learn. So for that reason, the proposal is increasing speaking accuracy using real-life situation strategies in secondary school students. Well, the chapter number 2 is divided into pedagogical intervention and strategies of the pedagogical intervention. The first one is knowledge about the topic. In this part, we have the principal concept to understand. And the first one, English language. Well, the purpose of English language teaching in the Foro cycle is that the students to consolidate their proficiency in English basic communication situation and develop a specific competence. For example, the reception and production skills. For example, language production involves proactive and spontaneous participation in various communicative exchanges within different social environments. For that reason, we have the speaking, and according to Noonan, speaking is to say words orally, to communicative as by talking, to make a request, and to make a speech. And speaking is divided in some sub-skills: fluency, accuracy, coherence, and pronunciation. But we have the accuracy as a principal concept, because according to Masausi, as well the speaking fluency, the language learning should emphasize accuracy in their learning process, because this is one of the most important things in the speaking. Okay, now with this proposal we intend to develop the student speaking accuracy. We have two concepts involved: the linguistic competence and communicative competence. The communicative competence, according to namely hymns, define this competence that not only as an inherent grammatical competence, but also as the ability to use grammatical competence in variety of communicative situation. For that reason, what is real life situation? Well, real life communication in the classroom is interesting and useful to use students. This is according to England. This means that real context activities, or in this case a real life situation strategies, are a set of activities, methods, and steps to locating the students' real context where they use real language in order to communicate something. The real life situation strategies consist in proposing articulate activities to achieve the same objective, as well as necessary material to develop. Next, there are 5 strategies, pedagogical intervention in 5 strategies. The first one is the Guadalupe Rules, language street fair, painting memories, historical Facebook, and unexpected fails. The first one is the Guadalupe Rules. The objective is performed with accuracy a dialogue of a TV show. The steps are A. Play the game at your party, describe a program, relate the sentence with a program, La Rosa de Guadalupe, identify some sentence, listen a part 1 episode with the title Aguarrocas, read the text with the same audio, understand the line, and role play. The results are very good. The students like the activity 95%, was a funny class and performed with accuracy the dialogue. Well, this is the reference, and thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.